All right, Cam, let's check out this run up at the U16 Killington Slalom. Obviously, you've already seen yourself in regular motion and some slow motion. Now we'll just add some comments. Pretty good skiing. It's a tough hill. It's steep. Got kind of icy and ruddy, especially for the later guys. But, the objective on any course like this would be, being well above it, bringing shape back to the pole, having our direction done on the pole, just staying ahead of it. He came in here nice and tight there and had direction done, which is really good. This is going to be one of my thoughts. You can see your hand actually pushing the pole down, and we'll see it time and time again in this run. And what that does is it makes you slow to pole plant or pole touch, if at all. And what does the pole plant or pole touch do? Well, the end of a slalom turn, it helps us start the movement or to the new ski, getting recentered and rebalanced. And if the pole plant is a little late, well, then your transition, that whole weight transfer and recenter and rebalances is late, and therefore we aren't going to be, like here, ready for that next turn. So I don't know if that's what happened here. Obviously, you're wide at the top of the hairpin and wide here. We got to be on those hairpins, particularly the exit, tight, and really clearing out those poles for a good strong exit. So, other thing you can see, obviously, you're pivoting the top of the turn and steering that, carving the bottom. This is a tough hill, so that's probably why I know you're supposed to be, or should be hopefully carving the top of the turn. But this thing is so steep, and so it was difficult. So you and I think practically everyone else was doing that. Again, here, nice position, level shoulders, good looking stance, parallel shafts to the shins, both rolled up, both high edge angles. Look really well balanced, real great position. You're inside the pole. That's nice. That is a great looking turn. Again, though, you push this pole kind of out of your way, and I had to raise the hand here to pole plant there, and you're kind of it's just late getting going. Recovered okay, but it would be better, because here you're kind of wide, and you push it down again. Had to raise it up a little bit for a pole touch. And it really is a pole touch. I mean, right now, modern slalom is we kind of clear the pole, the gate, with, as opposed to where you are right now, you're clearing it with your pole down here. We want to think about trying to clear it with the pole more parallel to the snow, and then with a flick of the wrist, we're just going to drop it in a pole touch to the side after clearing. It's almost in one motion. We keep the hand steady. We don't have to push them down. Between your shin and the pole guard, these slalom gates will just flop down. Keep your hand forward in the same position, and as soon as you get by it, just drop it down to your side with your wrist into a pole touch, and that will be a quicker transition. We'll get back in the front of the boot for the next turn. You can see here again that hand going down. You got to raise it up. It's just late. Slalom's fast, and we need a quick transition. There it is again. Don't need to push them down, man. And I can't tell why we're wide here. Maybe late. Obviously, well, actually, you're in the air, so might have been some terrain there. Another reason is because you're kind of steering the top, not a lot of pressure yet. Your pressure is down here. There's where your pressure is. Ideally, we'd like to pressure, in the fall line, when we intersect rise line, through the fall line where the pressure is. So when we release it, it's not as big. You got a lot of big pressure going across the hill. So you got this ski down here, you know, kind of in reverse camber, a lot of pressure. It's bending down here. You release it, comes out of reverse camber with a rebound and tosses you in the air. As Schifrin will say, I want to try to bend my ski mostly, you know, where's the place where I want the most bend in the ski? Well, it's above the gate. Yeah, this is tough because it's pretty steep to be bending it above, but keep that in mind. Trying to bend the ski above the gate in slalom. Trying to pressure the skis from when you intersect rise line through fall line with a quick release. Ligety talks about how he likes to move to the new ski and transfer weight to the new ski on with plastic meets plastic. So anytime shin guard, pole guard, hitting that slalom gate, right then and there, direction done, move to the new ski, transfer the weight to that new uphill, new outside, which is currently your uphill, but will be your new outside or downhill ski. All right. A little 4-gate flush there. Pretty good ski in there. I mean, good stance. I like it. Ankle flexion on both. You don't have a lot of lead change, which is good. Nice little stance there. You know, maybe you want to see the hips up over the boots a little more at the top of the turn. Make sure when you're coming through transition, let's, right from here, move forward to that rise line. Get the hips up over the boots at the top of the turn. So now we're into the easier part of the course. And one thing to keep in mind, it's hard to see here, but it looks like you started the turn just way too early. So here you are, you haven't hit rise line yet. Rise line would be more, you know, over here. Haven't hit it yet. Looks like you already rolled up the skis already. Starting that turn, and you kind of ran out of room from here. You know, if you really rolled them up, which you did, and stood on, pressured them, you'd probably straddle or be inside. So here you had to hang, go straight. I got to get room. I got to get by this pole somehow. You went straight, and now you turn. And you had to like throw them sideways. So you know, cut a lot of speed there. So remember, be patient. Get to rise line. We want to intersect rise line with our skis pointing out and away from the pole when it's offset. So we bring shape back to the pole. So that caused you to be late here. Hop around. I mean, you recovered okay, but killing on the flat here. So here's what we're talking about. You're in rise line right now. Yeah, you want your skis to be rolled up on edge, pointing out and away from the gate when it's offset, so we can bring shape back to the pole. Not well drawn, but turn shape back to the pole. So we have direction done as we pass the pole. Like to see that inside ski a little more rolled up. Right, you're kind of cheating here. It's kind of flat. You know, obviously you've got some weight to the inside. This outside ski is kind of running on you a bit. So let's make sure we roll up both knees, drive both knees into that turn. Get nice high edge angles on both with most of our weight on the outside ski. Here, kind of a mental error, I think. You know, he couldn't tuck yet. I mean, this over the last little knoll, and you realized it right here. You're like, oh no, I can't. It's still a big turn down there. And when you come across this knoll, you want to have your skis really think of the knoll as a clock, probably, you know, pointing to at least 1 o'clock, if not 2 o'clock, going over the knoll. And your outside ski was really pointing like at 11. I mean, you diverged here. You realized it. And so you've got your inside ski pointing to, you know, 2 o'clock with your outside ski pointing at 11. And obviously there's you know, weight on the inside and had to toss them sideways. Really had a pretty tough time to do that given that you're coming onto the flat. So you know, make sure we're looking ahead and know that course. But otherwise, you know, some good skiing. I hope this helped. Again, you know, don't push the poles down. They will come down. Get a quicker pole plan for a quicker transition. Make sure we're rolling up both skis up on edge with weight on the outside. Try to be patient. Wait for the rise line. Bring your shape back to the pole. whenever it is offset. And good luck, and we'll see you at Okemo.